Today we are starting an episode series on my channel called Life of Solo Queue. Everybody knows solo queuing is one of the hardest things in this game to do. And if you don't know why, these episodes will show you why. So I am starting with my main, Mr. Jeff Johansson. And we're going to go in and we're going to pick the best solo queue build possible. And when I say solo queue build, I mean enough information to help the people that I cannot communicate with, along with enough things to help me be successful and survive. So I have going with me today will be Borrow Time. For some reason in solo queue, nobody likes to run it because everybody wants to do their own build per se. But Borrow Time lets you get off the hook for free for 8 seconds. That and also gives us points for a successful hook. Not every solo person does it, some do, but I'm going to. We're running with Sprint Burst since Dead Hard is currently broken on consoles. Sprint Burst is the best exhaustion perk in my opinion to run. Helps me get to the hooks, gens, evade the killer, etc. Kindred is one of the most popular solo queue perks in the game. When you are hooked, if the killer was in 16 meters of me, everybody in the game could see the killer. And then when I'm also hooked, all the survivors could see the other survivors. So you guys they could tell, all right, he's going for a save, or I'm closer, I'll go for a save. A lot of intel to help them know what's going on. And then one of my favorite, just in case there are potatoes or people that nobody wants to come and save Jeff, I am running Deliverance, and that perk is as long as I get at least one rescue. When I get hooked, nobody comes for me before second stage. I can unhook myself. So we are going to go with a medkit. Let us stay healed. Keep doing what we're doing. And I'm going to give a bound envelope for my team. I don't know if they're worthy of a cake. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I'm going to kind of narrate through my thought process, what's going on, what I see. And yeah, some games are going to be terrific. Some games are really going to illustrate Life of Solo Queue, and that is my goal and what I am doing. So let's hope all goes well. I'll see you guys in the match shortly. Alright, for our first episode, they have sent us to Mother's Dwelling. Good day, people. We're all starting together for... I thought I heard a spirit phase, but I don't know. I just popped a gen trying to get a great skill check. They popped a gen, sorry. The hag knew exactly where I was. So here we go. Oh, I see a hex. There's a hex in that jungle gym. I tried to use line of sight to think I'm going down that way. This killer's pretty smart. Alright, so the other survivors can see her put a trap near me. We have one survivor in a chest upstairs in the house. We have one currently on a gen where we first began, and we got one running as far away as humanly possible, doing nothing but viewing the environment. So since I was hooked first, I did not get my deliverance, so we are one perk down, which is okay. It's just a luxury. Oh, she would. Okay, excuse me while I get this hex totem real quick. Alright, she cannot teleport to her trap while she's hooking somebody. She's hooking him in the basement. That person also has kindred. This person is doing absolutely freaking nothing besides blocking my view of sight. Now, since I've been hooked, I will expect somebody else to go for the unhook. I'm going to work on a generator. Fangmen looks like they're trying. There's 60 seconds between stages of unhooks, so you don't have to go immediately. As we see, the killer has returned to the hook. That person shit himself, took a hit, ran the opposite way. She is now down. The Zarina, who wants nothing to do with anything that's going on, is now going for it. I will have to get off this gen. So she's gonna bypass the basement. And the person who has now been too hooked, the killer is returning, tunneling, camping as usual. So worried about the basement that we just have to let her die. Hag basement is quite complicated just because she could teleport. They wanted to get as many kills as they possibly could down there. That Fang Min should have taken a hit and then rescued that person down there. That would have been the smart thing to do. We will find out after this game if they had borrowed time or not, because maybe that was the right play to run away. Fang Min got off the hook, got down again, had decisive strike. Ttv-daddyburke has completed the first gen on Mother's Dwelling. We got rid of Hex Ruin, so hopefully that helps the team out. Down a person 2 minutes into the game is going to be tough. Alright, Zarina finished the gen over there. Nice. Alright, so Zarina is over there, so Zarina should get the unhook. Zarina was found because she wanted a flashlight. Here comes Captain Save Somebody. Oh my gosh, she went back through the window. Saving my sprint. Alright, she went for the hook for Fang Min. Zarina's playing distraction. I did not see her place a trap down. She is Sloppy Butcher. Found Zarina in a locker. We're taking no hits for Zarina. She also has Kindred. Zarina has borrowed time. Clicking her flashlight. Being as toxic as humanly possible. I threw the pallet. It did not let me throw the pallet. That chase was terrible, but saved both of my friends. So now we sit and wait. They seem to both be in the same area, hurt, near the basement. Trying to figure out who's doing what. One seems to be getting chased. It looks like the Fangman is coming for the rescue. Heal myself up real quick. I'm gonna get my exhaustion back while we go for this rescue. Oh, she killed herself on hook. Thanks for playing. Have a great time. I appreciate your efforts. We will get our objective points. There's now a dog-eat-dog world between me and Fangman. A lot of times what happens in solo queue, the other person hides, waiting for the other person to be found, hooked, and killed in attempts to find the hatch. So I will work on this generator. Will not go for great skill checks. Miss Hagatha has found us. She is on us mighty fast. I have now no exhaustion perk and nothing to save myself. This killer's maybe save the best for last. That was a quick pickup. This killer I would say is a rank 3 or 2. They always seem to give you better killers than the survivors that they pair you with. Fortunate that 3 gens still remain on the biggest level in the game. We have died. We'll see how our comrade is doing. She has a chance to wiggle just because this hook right here, she hooked me on. Is a very skilled hag player. Now this survivor is not wiggling and hopes to get the hatch, but 4% of killers will do this. This hag did not play like they were going to give anybody hatch. So that is the game. We'll see the perks of our survivor friends. See the rank of the killer. I black pipped. So our killer was a rank 1. I guess 3 or 2. I guess saved the best for last. I killed Hex Ruin in a basic sloppy butcher and barbecue. So our other red rank friend, Adrenaline Sprint, DS, and Iron Will, all perks just for them. Spy Chill, Dead Hard, Borrowed Time, and Iron Will as well. At least you have Borrowed Time, thank you. Borrowed Time, Self-Care, Bond, and Solidarity. Also, not too shabby. Well, that concludes our first episode of Solo Queue. I hope you guys enjoyed and stay tuned for episode 2. I'll catch you guys in the next episode.